Hi, a very good evening to all the inter students out there. So how is your preparation going? अब तो बता दो कि आप लोगों की preparation कैसी चल रही है? Because it's now just 10 days, I guess, in your exams, right? So today, even if it's not going well, please start revising the topics from the like the channel and from the videos that I am uploading because it will help you a lot. मैंने लास्ट टाइम भी मॉडल टेस्ट पेपर 8 डाला था एंड उसके 2-3 क्वेश्चंस कराए थे एंड टुडे वी हैव पिक्ड अप द मॉडल टेस्ट पेपर नंबर 7 and one of the most important thing I really want to focus today is if you have not yet practiced the MCQs, please start doing them because कभी कभी बहुत ही डायरेक्ट MCQs आ जाते हैं एंड देन यू विल बी लाइक यार ये तो बहुत ही डायरेक्ट था बट हमको उस टाइम एकदम क्लिक नहीं हुआ क्योंकि प्रैक्टिस नहीं था और मे बी देयर इज समथिंग wrong with your concepts, right? So please focus on the MCQs also. मैं भी आपको कराती हूँ 2-3 MCQs which are like very easy and ऐसे ही MCQs एग्जाम्स में आते हैं, कुछ एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी नहीं आता, केस स्टडी जरूर आती है लेकिन कुछ अलग सा नहीं आता, right? So please focus on MCQs now, start practicing them like maybe 20, maybe 30 या maybe 15, ठीक है, from the topics you have covered, maybe from the model test paper, maybe from the ICI booklet, or maybe from the faculty books that you are using. So they must have given you the MCQ booklet also. So start practicing them because 30 marks जो 30 marks होते हैं वो बहुत ज़्यादा होते हैं, right? तो 30 marks को आप ऐसे लूज नहीं कर सकते हो एंड यू कैन नॉट अफोर्ड टू लाइक लूज देम. Try to score at least 20 marks in MCQs. 20 तो मैंने lower side पे बोला है but you should target more than 20 even, right? Because जब मेरे marks 70 plus आए थे तो in MCQs I scored around 26 out of 30. So that is how you should target. If you are targeting exemption then तो आपको MCQs पे focus करना ही करना है. So let's not discuss more now and जिसको भी जो भी queries हैं please put that in the comment box and let's start today. So this is the model test paper number 7, right? And this is the MCQ that is here, like the MCQ number 13. उसमें वो बोलता है कि सीए कमल who is a partner at the KPC and company is conducting an audit of the Riddhi Limited, a manufacturing company. So during the audit it was found that the KPC and company generates, so this is KPC and company generates 72% of its revenue from the Riddhi Limited. So CA Kamal, a partner, is conducting the audit of Riddhi and जो KPC का revenue है वो रिद्धि से ज्यादा आता है, रेजिंग द कंसर्न्स अबाउट द फर्म्स फाइनेंशियल डिपेंडेंस ऑन द सिंगल क्लाइंट. तो इतना ही लाइक बहुत है. इफ योर कॉन्सेप्ट्स आर स्ट्रॉन्ग देन आई गेस दिस इज द मोस्ट स्ट्रॉन्ग हिंट that the question has given you ki what kind of the threat it is. So identify the kind of threat to independence that may be involved in this case. So it is clearly the self-interest threat where you have the financial interest in your client also, right? तो ये इस आंसर जो इसका है that is the self-interest threat is the correct answer here. Okay, so I mean this is like very easy question just which took maybe less than a minute, but but the important part is that you should have the command over your concepts, only then you will be able to score and like hit the MCQs part. Even if you want to like search the answer here, so I can show you the answer as well. So this is 13 ka P, which is self-interest threat only. Are you getting my point now? The auditor is evaluating the most appropriate method to assess the internal control system of the company. The selected method should be widely recognized for gathering information about the existence, operation and efficiency of the internal control. अब इसमें जो है ना यही sufficient है to decide the method that would be most appropriate in evaluating the internal control. So the auditor is evaluating the most appropriate method to assess the internal control system of the company. So where it is internal control system of the company, then it should immediately strike in your mind that the answer should be internal control questionnaire, because उसी से हम एक assess करते हैं और एक evaluate करते हैं internal control system of the companies को, and the selected method should be widely recognized for gathering the information about the existence, operations and efficiency of the internal control. So again the answer would be A, internal control questionnaire. So which method would be most appropriate? That would be the internal control questionnaire. So these are the direct questions that can come in the exams. मतलब कुछ ऐसा नहीं था इसमें जो कि बहुत टफ था और जो आपसे नहीं हो पाएगा. इट्स जस्ट कि आपके कॉन्सेप्ट्स थोड़े स्ट्रॉन्ग होने चाहिए, नथिंग एल्स. आर यू गेटिंग द पॉइंट? अब मैं आपको 15 क्वेश्चन लास्ट में कराऊंगी. फर्स्ट आई विल टेक अप द सब्जेक्टिव पार्ट, जिसमें ना I will pick up the question number 1, which is the compulsory one and which is a good question, although it is direct but it is good. So part 1 is that the ABC Private Limited is facing the significant financial difficulties due to the downfall in the market and increase in the cost of the production. And auditor जो है, he has identified the following condition that they have defaulted in the major loan repayment, current liabilities exceed by 50% and sales revenue has declined by 30% compared to the previous year. So management has not yet performed an assessment. This is very important, that management has not yet performed an assessment of the company's ability to continue as a going concern. So it is the auditor's responsibility to ask the management that if they have not yet performed an assessment, then they should perform it now, right? But they provided assurance for implementing the corrective measures, including cost-cutting initiatives and discussion with the creditors for restructuring the loan. Which additional audit procedures need to be performed in accordance with SA 570 when such events are identified? तो इसमें वही वाला, this is the direct paragraph of the going concern. And इसमें ना auditor क्या करेगा? The auditor will evaluate that if the management has not yet performed an assessment, then they should perform an assessment. First point इसमें ये आएगा. Second point आएगा the assumptions that the management will be using for making that assessment. So you should check the viability of those assumptions also, right? तो ये जो आपके points हैं, and this is the direct question of the 5 marks you can see here, which they have picked from the ICAI material only and directly from the SA 570. So these are the questions that you can expect in the exams too, and this is not something very tricky. फिर आपको जब नहीं आता तो यू विल बी लाइक यार पेपर बहुत टफ आ गया. पेपर टफ नहीं आता, इट्स जस्ट कि यू हैव टू कवर ईच एंड एवरी टॉपिक ऑफ द एसे, राइट? और उसके बाद इसमें suppose this is the question of the 5 marks, then at least you need to cover up 3 to 4 pointers here. So I can like show you from this and what kind of the details that you need to write. So first of all, you need to write the name of the essay, that is SA 570 going concern, and what are the audit responsibilities in this. So audit responsibilities in the audit of the financial statements relating to the going concern and the implications for the auditor's report. This is what SA 570 says to us, right? So this is the first line that you will be writing in your audit paper. And इसकी एक बहुत ही signature line है कि if there are any conditions or events that may cast the doubt on the entity's ability to going concern, the auditor shall obtain the sufficient appropriate audit evidences to determine whether or not a material uncertainty exists related to events or conditions that may cast the significant doubt on the entity's ability to continue as a going concern. Through what? Through performing the additional procedures, including the mitigating factors. तो what are the responsibilities of the auditor? अगर कोई भी ऐसे events और conditions हैं जो लगता है that may cause a significant doubt on the entity's ability to continue as a going concern, then it is the responsibility of the auditor to obtain what? Sufficient and appropriate audit evidences. For what purpose? To determine whether a material or not a material uncertainty exists related to the events and the conditions that may cast the entity's ability to continue as a going concern through how he will do it through performing the additional procedures. समझ में आया? So this para include 3 pointers. पहला तो normal है कि entity's ability पे देखो. उसके बाद what are the responsibility of the auditor to obtain the sufficient and appropriate audit evidences. किस चीज के लिए कि कोई material uncertainty तो नहीं है that may cause a significant doubt. कैसे? By performing the additional procedures. उसके बाद वो procedures हमारे पास क्या हो सकते हैं? Whether the management has not yet performed an assessment, to continue requesting the management to make an assessment like I discussed. कि अगर मैनेजमेंट ने अभी तक भी असेसमेंट नहीं करा तो प्लीज आस्क देम टू परफॉर्म द असेसमेंट. ओके. एंड उसके बाद आपने क्या करना है? इवैल्यूएट करना है मैनेजमेंट का प्लान फॉर फ्यूचर एक्शंस इन रिलेटिंग टू गोइंग कंसर्न, whether the outcome of these plan is likely to improve the situation or whether the management plans are feasible in the circumstances. For example, in the question it is mentioned that management will discuss with the creditors for their restructuring plan. The auditor shall evaluate the management plan के जो outcomes है ना, future actions हैं, वो evaluate करेगा. Who will evaluate? The auditor. Whether the outcome of these plans will likely to improve the situation. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैनेजमेंट ने तो बोल दिया कि दे विल परफॉर्म द डिस्कशन विद द मैनेजमेंट एंड दे विल लाइक परफॉर्म द रीस्ट्रक्चरिंग प्लान एंड उससे आपका चीजें इंप्रूव हो जाएंगी. दिस इज द स्टेटमेंट बाय द मैनेजमेंट. बट एज एन ऑडिटर विल यू जस्ट रिलाई ऑन दैट स्टेटमेंट और विल यू जस्ट इवैल्यूएट फर्स्ट देम कि उसका जो लाइकली आउटकम है वो क्या होने वाला है. समझ में आया? एंड थर्ड पे है कि अगर उसने कोई भी कैश फ्लो फॉरकास्ट बनाया हुआ है तो आप उसका एनालिसिस करो, उस कैश फ्लो का एनालिसिस करो और उस कैश फ्लो जो उन्होंने बनाया हुआ वो किसी डेटा से बनाया होगा मे बी सॉरी, तो उसकी रिलायबिलिटी आपको चेक करनी है कि क्या उन्होंने अंडरलाइन डेटा लिया है और जो उन्होंने अजम्पशंस ली है जब आपने कैश फ्लो फोरकास्ट बनाया तो जो उन्होंने अजम्पशंस ली हैं, सो आर दोज अजम्पशंस एडवोकेट और नॉट. समझ में आया? Whether the entity has prepared the cash flow forecast and analysis of the cash flow forecast is a significant factor in considering the future outcomes or events. तो इसके लिए दो चीज देखनी है आपने, reliability of the underlying data and लास्ट में आपने देखना है whether there is a advocate support for the assumptions underlying the forecast. उसके बाद आपने क्या करना है कि अगर और भी कोई चीजें चाहिए, whether any additional facts or information have become available since the date on which the management made its assessment. इसमें दूसरों ने असेसमेंट ही नहीं करा था, लेकिन अगर हमने उनसे रिक्वेस्ट कर दिया कि आपने असेसमेंट करना है तो उस दिन से लेके और आज की डेट तक आर एनी मतलब इज देयर एनी इंफॉर्मेशन दैट हैज बिकम नाउ अवेलेबल, तो यू नीड टू चेक दैट. और इसके अलावा सॉरी आप उनसे क्या मांग लोगे? रिटन रिप्रेजेंटेशन मांग लोगे. कहाँ से? फ्रॉम द मैनेजमेंट से. And those charged with the governance regarding their plans for future actions and feasibility of these plans. समझ में आया? क्योंकि प्लान तो कुछ भी हो सकता है, प्लान का कुछ वो नहीं है. प्लान हम भी बहुत बनाते हैं ना कि हमारा यहाँ तक कंप्लीट हो जाएगा, फिर ये कंप्लीट हो जाएगा, फिर ये वाला सिलेबस खत्म हो जाएगा, फिर वी कैन गिव द 100 marks टेस्ट ऑल्सो, राइट? तो वी मेक सो मेनी प्लान्स, बट आर दोज प्लान्स फिजिबल and are those plans are actually implementing? So we need to check that also. Are you getting my point? So this is somewhat which is very straightforward question, but sometimes what students do, students leave such kind of the topics क्योंकि उनको लगता है ये सब क्वेश्चन तो एग्जाम में नहीं आएगा. and this is, you can see, this is the compulsory question. First part ही इसका यही था. तो you cannot leave the questions like this. Are you understanding what I am saying? You need to cover each and every concept that is given in the study material, and you need to brush up every concept that is given in the study material. तो इसमें आपको समझ में आया? और maybe I can help you to learn this thing also. First of all, you need to write what essay 570 says about the responsibilities of the auditor. So the responsibility of the auditor is to audit the financial statement relating to what? Relating to going concern and its implications in the auditor's report. अब जहाँ पे there are events or conditions that cause a significant doubt on the entity's ability to continue as a going concern, then what are the responsibilities of the auditor? The responsibility is to obtain the sufficient and appropriate audit evidences relating to what? Relating to material uncertainty, whether that material uncertainty exists, that may cast the doubt on the entity's ability to continue as a going concern. How? By performing the additional procedures. What kind of the additional procedures? Check whether the management has made the assessment. If yes, then it's fine. If it's no, then please request them to make the assessment. ठीक है, फिर उसके बाद आपने क्या करना है कि जो भी मैनेजमेंट ने कोई भी फ्यूचर प्लान बनाया है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल दे हैव मेड सम प्लान, whether they are saying that we will discuss with the creditors, to evaluate the outcomes of those plans. Are those plans helping or not, right? And whether any forecast has been made by the management. So if there is any forecast which has been made by the management, then first you need to check the reliability of the source, that what source they have taken by making that forecast, that from where the cash flow will come, right? And second, what assumptions they have actually used. एंड लास्ट में हमारे पास 2 पॉइंट्स ये आते हैं कि अगर आपने असेसमेंट बनाया था एंड आज आप कोई चीज कर रहे हो, तो वेदर देयर इज एनी चेंज इन द असेसमेंट दैट हैज बीन मेड बाय द मैनेजमेंट, वेदर एनी इंफॉर्मेशन बिकम्स अवेलेबल टू यू from that date to till date. और लास्ट में obtain the written representation from the management. Are you getting the point? Is it going here or not? अगर नहीं जा रहा तो please mention in the comment box, then I will change my strategy to help you learn and to help you brush up the questions again and again. समझ में आया? एंड इसके बाद मेरे पास एक दूसरा क्वेश्चन आता है विच इज अगेन वेरी डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन एंड विच इज लाइक वेरी, मतलब आई कैन से कि इसे डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन कोई आ ही नहीं सकता. तो CA Rishi is appointed as an auditor of AIR Limited for the financial year ending 31st March 2024. During the audit, he observed that the company's books of account reflect a significant number of the trade payables and receivables as on the balance sheet date. To verify the accuracy, CA Rishi decided to send a confirmation request to some of the trade receivable. However, the management refused to permit him to send the request to the selected parties. How should the auditor proceed in the given question? अब जब ऐसे क्वेश्चन आते हैं ना, आई गेस योर ब्रेन शुड स्टार्ट, मतलब लाइक thinking, and your brain should start not even thinking, that should start thinking in a very precise direction कि ये क्वेश्चन पहली बात तो कहाँ से आया है और इसका कौन सा टॉपिक आया है और इसका क्या हमारे पास आंसर बनता है. तो जो हमारा SA 505 है विच इज द रिटन रिप्रेजेंटेशन बाय द मैनेजमेंट, रिटन रिप्रेजेंट ऐसे जो 505 है विच इज द एक्सटर्नल कंफर्मेशन, तो वो हमारा कंफर्मेशन ये बोलता है कि हमको to verify the balance, to verify the existence of the payables and the receivables, we need to send the confirmations to the debtors and the creditors. If the management is refusing to send the confirmation to them, first of all you need to ask the reasons from the management that why they are refusing us. ठीक है, उसके उनके पास कोई valid reason है that why they want us not to send the confirmation to them. If yes, try to understand those reasons. If no, try to perform some alternative procedures to get the comfort over those balances, because ultimately you have to perform your audit, and for that you need to confirm the balances also, right? And if that is also not possible, then you have the option to make your report modified as per the SA number 705. तो ये एक हिंट आपको मिल जाता है जब आप एक क्वेश्चन पढ़ते हो कि इस क्वेश्चन में ये आंसर मुझे लिखना है, एंड देन you should write that in the language of the ICI. You cannot write in a very haphazard manner. You cannot write in the way I have abhi communicated to you, because that is just the concept that I have in my mind कि ये वाला concept आएगा, but हमें जो आंसर लिखना है that should be in the language of the ICAI only. The keyword should be as per the module of the ICI, as per the suggested answers of the ICI. समझ में आया? I can show you what are the keywords, but you need to write here in the question, right? See here. As per SA 505 external confirmation, If the management refuses to send the auditor to send a confirmation request, the auditor shall. Also, one point you need to understand here. If you are sure that this is the question which is related to essay 505, you don't need to write the entire essay first कि essay 505 ये कहता है फिर essay 505 ये कहता है. Only write the relevant content, the content which is related to the procedures that you will be performing if the management has refused you to send the confirmation request. Are you getting my point? So first is inquire why the management is refusing and seek the evidence to verify their validity and reasonableness. ठीक है, ये तो बड़ा सिंपल है कि पहले आप उनसे जाके इंक्वायर करो दैट व्हाई यू आर नॉट लेटिंग अस send the confirmations to them, and if you find their reasons are valid or if you are find that their reasons are not valid, but at least check their reasonableness. Okay, उसके बाद करो कि अगर उन्होंने मना कर दिया तो what would be the implications, what would be the risk, how much material they would be, and उससे आपके ऑडिट प्रोसीजर्स के नेचर, टाइमिंग एंड एक्सटेंट पे भी कितना फर्क पड़ेगा. तो इसका जो सेकंड पॉइंट आएगा दैट वुड बी इवैल्यूएट द implications of the management refusal on the auditor's assessment of the relevant risk of the material misstatement, including risk of fraud, and on the NTE of other audit procedures. Perform alternative procedures designed to obtain the reliable audit evidences. So we have basically 3 points in this. So the first point would be, first of all, you need to inquire the management that why they are refusing. Second thing is, check the implications of that refusal on your NT, whatever the procedures that you would be following now. So nature, time and extent of other audit procedures है ना, तो उस पे क्या इम्पैक्ट आएगा, मटेरियल में स्टेटमेंट का इम्पैक्ट क्या होगा, एंड लास्ट में परफॉर्म द ऑल्टरनेटिव ऑडिट प्रोसीजर्स. सो इफ द auditor concludes that the management refusal to allow the auditor to send the request is unreasonable, जब ऑडिटर ने ये इवैल्यूएट कर दिया कि ये रिक्वेस्ट तो अनरीजनेबल है एंड ऑडिटर को कोई और अल्टरनेटिव प्रोसीजर भी नहीं मिल पा रहा है, देन ऑडिटर शेल कम्युनिकेट द सेम टू whom, to those charged with the governance. ठीक है, and the auditor shall determine the implications in the auditor report in accordance with SA 705 modifications to the opinion in the independent auditor's report. So what will the auditor do? The auditor will first communicate the same thing, that we are not able to obtain the sufficient and appropriate audit evidences, nor we are able to perform the alternative audit procedures, right? To whom? To TCWG as per the SA number 260. And next, what the auditor will do? He will evaluate its implications in the auditor's report in accordance with what? In accordance with SA 705, that is the modifications to the opinion in the independent auditor's report. समझ में आया? अब इसका अगर मैं आपको ना एक थर्ड क्वेश्चन भी करा दूं, which is also again very easy question, तो वो बहुत सही है. उसमें था तो आपकी तीनों फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन कंपल्सरी क्वेश्चन आपका कंप्लीट हो जाएगा. एंड यू कैन सी है 5 मार्क्स का ये, 5 मार्क्स का ये, 10 मार्क्स. ठीक है, और ये भी आपका आ रहा है 4 मार्क्स, दैट इज द 14 मार्क्स. तो इट इज वेरी इजी टू स्कोर 10. मैं बोल रही हूँ 10 आउट ऑफ 14 इसी में. और बाकी आपकी 20-25 अगर MCQs में भी आते हैं तो मतलब इट्स लाइक वेरी इजी टू पास द सब्जेक्ट लाइक ऑडिट. मतलब ये जो दिमाग में है कि ऑडिट का पेपर है, ऑडिट का पेपर है, कैसे होगा, कब हो, मतलब फेल हो जाएगा, एग्रीगेट नहीं बनेगा. मतलब I can like really show you and that how is it easy. It's just that आपके पास जो concepts हैं या आपकी जो approach है वो ठीक हो. Otherwise मतलब people are scoring exemption. I have scored exemption. I have scored 73 marks in auditing. That too in the final audit, not even in the inter audit. And final audit जो है वो इसका भी bulk है. समझ में आया? अब एक हमारे पास आता है कि CA Tanuj, the auditor of the Kiran Limited, completed the audit work and issued the auditor's report on 18th August 2024 for financial year 31st March 2024. During the final assembly of the audit file, he discarded some supporting schedules as they were outdated and corrected cross-referencing errors of working paper. No new audit conclusions were drawn and the final audit file was assembled on 10th October. तो आपको ना यहाँ पे हिट कर जाना चाहिए कि किससे रिलेटेड है. This is related to, first of all, the assembly of the audit file and what kind of the changes you make in while you finalize your audit file. समझ में आया? So only that changes that are in the administrative nature, that only you can change, right? आप कुछ भी अलग चेंज नहीं कर सकते या आप कुछ भी ऐसा चेंज नहीं कर सकते जिसके आपके ऑडिट कंक्लूजन्स पे फर्क पड़ना शुरू हो जाता है. So on the basis on the standards on the auditing regarding the audit documentation, comment on the action taken by CA Tanuj. Also, one more point here, that he has issued the audit report on 18th of August 2024 and then the final assembly of the audit file should be made 60 days after the date of the auditor's report. So 60 days will get over on the 18th of October and he has assembled the file on 10th of October and he has made only the changes in the nature of the administrative part. So whatever he has done, that is correct according to my opinion. Okay, so let's see here what the answer will be. और आपको उसको कैसे लिख के आना है, आपको उसको वो भी पता होना चाहिए. तो यहाँ पे इन्होंने लिखा है कि एज पर SA 230 द ऑडिटर शैल असेंबल द ऑडिट डॉक्यूमेंटेशन इन एन ऑडिट फाइल एंड कंप्लीट द एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव प्रोसेस of assembling the final audit file on the timely basis after the date of the auditor's report and that they should not be more than 60 days after the date of the auditor's report. The completion of the assembly of the final audit file is an administrative process and that does not involve performance of the new procedures or drawing the new conclusion. This is the language that they have written from the ICA material only. कि first of all आपका जो ऑडिट फाइल का जो प्रोसेस है वो 60 डेज से ज्यादा नहीं लगना चाहिए, ठीक है. और उसके जो चेंजेस हैं दैट शुड बी इन द एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव नेचर. नो न्यू प्रोसीजर शुड बी ड्रॉन एंड नो कंक्लूजन शुड बी देयर. फिर नेक्स्ट है कि चेंजेस में हाउएवर बी मेड टू द ऑडिट डॉक्यूमेंटेशन इफ दे आर एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव इन नेचर and after the assembly of the final audit file has been completed, he should not delete or discard the audit documentation before the end of the retention period. And how much will be the retention period? That will be for the period of the 7 years. Okay, so you cannot delete or discard any of the documentation. So in the given situation, so this is the conclusion. These are the ऊपर हमारे पास क्या आ रहा है, sort of a fact, और नीचे हमारे पास आ रहा है provision. समझ में आया? He has issued the auditor's report on 18th of August 2024 for the financial year. He discarded some supporting and corrected cross-referencing of the working paper by 10th October, which is under the prescribed limit of 60 days. Further, no new audit conclusions were drawn, so he has made the changes. Can make the changes. ठीक है? तो कुछ था इस क्वेश्चन में. आई गेस कि जितने भी हमने अभी 3 क्वेश्चंस करे हैं उसमें से सबसे इजी क्वेश्चन ही यही था. मतलब मुझे पर्सनली ऐसा लगता है बिकॉज उसमें कुछ भी नहीं था, क्वेश्चन के अंदर ही उसमें आंसर था. बाकी में तो फिर भी हमें सोचना पड़ रहा था, लिखना पड़ रहा था, लेकिन ये वाला तो बिल्कुल ही डायरेक्ट था. आर यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट? सो दिस इज हाउ यू नीड टू अप्रोच द क्वेश्चंस व्हेन दे आर कमिंग इन योर एग्जाम्स. एंड मतलब उसको ना ऐसे नहीं पढ़ना, ऐसे अप्रोच नहीं करना एज इफ लाइक ये ऑडिट का पेपर आ गया तो इसमें तो क्वेश्चन बहुत ही टफ आएंगे. अगर आप इस अप्रोच से जाओगे तो ऑफ कोर्स यू विल बी लाइक लोअरिंग योर कॉन्फिडेंस ओनली एंड इट वोंट लाइक हेल्प यू एनीवेयर. मतलब इसमें ये होता है कि आपके मार्क्स भी कम हो जाएंगे, आपका कॉन्फिडेंस भी लो हो जाएगा एंड द डेज विच आर नाउ लेफ्ट. सो इसमें आपका अप्रोच होना चाहिए कि योर कॉन्फिडेंस शुड बी हाई. इवन इफ आपको कुछ भी नहीं आ रहा आज की डेट में तो भी योर कॉन्फिडेंस शुड बी हाई. Okay, start practicing MCQs, start practicing the questions and start reading them, retaining them through the videos or maybe through the study material that you are following. ठीक है, तो repetitively आप जितना ज़्यादा आप करते जाओगे उतना ज़्यादा आपको conceptual clarity आती जाएगी और उतना ज़्यादा आपको confidence भी आता जाएगा. अब इसमें से एक क्वेश्चन था in the MCQ part Gauri told her friends that she had read a news report about how a company has misled the auditor by producing some fabricated documents. Which of the following statement seems to be appropriate in this regard? So, उसने कोई रिपोर्ट देखी कि how the company has had misled its auditor by producing some fabricated documents. The auditor has to conduct the audit by exercising the professional skill, but he is not expert in discovering genuineness of the documents. Hence, management consisting of dishonest person may have led him to rely upon this deliberately. So we need to check which of the following option is correct. It was wrong on the part of the auditor. ये तो गलत है क्योंकि ये रॉन्ग ऑन द पार्ट ऑफ ऑडिटर नहीं हो सकता बिकॉज इसमें ऑडिटर की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी वो नहीं होती जो ये बोल रहे कि आप उसकी जेन्युइननेस कैसे चेक करोगे दैट इज नॉट द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ द ऑडिटर ऑफ कोर्स राइट so management here has misled the auditors, so it is not on the wrong on the part of the auditor, so this is the cut option. Management cannot mislead auditor due to high level of knowledge and expertise possessed by him. The above is an outlier case 1. This is also not correct, that management can mislead auditor, right? Although it was wrong on the part of auditor to rely upon the fabricated documents, he cannot do anything in the matter. He has to report on the basis of document provided to him. He has no duty in this regard. This is again not correct. Well, this is not wrong on the part of the auditor. So we are just left with the one part that the auditor has to conduct audit by exercising the professional skill. But he is not an expert in discovering the genuineness of the documents. Hence, management consisting of the dishonest person may have led him to rely upon the fabricated documents deliberately. So this is the correct option. And maybe this is one of the tricky question that you can find कि हाँ यार इसमें थोड़ा दिमाग ज्यादा लग रहा है, इसमें 50-50 हो सकता है, इसमें 250 हो सकता है. तो जहाँ पे ऐसे वाले क्वेश्चंस आ जाए जहाँ पे आपको 50-50 रख सकते हैं या जहाँ पे आपको 250 लग सकते हैं, पहले तो आप वो दो ऑप्शन कट करो जो बिल्कुल ही नहीं है. अब उसके बाद फॉर एग्जाम्पल इसमें हमने सेकेंड और थर्ड ऑप्शन तो बिल्कुल ही गलत कर दिया बिकॉज वो तो है ही नहीं. और अब इसमें फिर आपको कंफ्यूजन आ सकता है कि मे बी फर्स्ट हो सकता है या डी हो सकता है. तो फिर उसमें से देखो कि हाई प्रोबेबिलिटी उसमें से भी किसकी ज्यादा है. ठीक है, फिर उसके बाद जो बचता है ऑप्शन उसके आप जान. और मे बी यू विल फाइंड सच काइंड ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस इन योर एग्जाम्स. ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको ऐसे क्वेश्चंस नहीं मिलेंगे एग्जाम्स में, बिल्कुल मिलेंगे. बट देन यू नीड टू अप्लाई द स्ट्रैटेजी कि पहले जो बिल्कुल 4 में से आउट ऑफ 2 है जो बिल्कुल ही नहीं उनको हटा दो, देन जो बाकी के हैं फिर उनको रख लो. समझ में आया? एंड फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन तो हमने इसमें पूरा ही कवर कर लिया. मतलब दिस इज द कंपल्सरी क्वेश्चन ऑफ द 15 मार्क्स दैट आई हैव 14 मार्क्स जिसको मैंने कवर करा है. अब इसमें मैं आपको कुछ और भी दिखा सकती हूँ. जैसे इसमें बोला है सेकंड के सी पार्ट में कि elucidate the benefits and the need of an audit. This is again a very direct question. And the companies which are exempt from the applicability of the CARA 2020, this is again very direct question. So this is 5 mark question, this is 4 mark question, so this is 9 mark question. तो 9 में से भी आपको मोटा मोटा 6 या 7 मार्क्स तो मिलते ही हैं. तो आर यू मतलब लाइक गेटिंग कि हाउ टू स्कोर द मार्क्स इन द ऑडिट. समझ में आया? फिर बहुत थोड़े क्वेश्चंस होते हैं जिसमें आपको लगता है कि थोड़ा बहुत ट्रिकी होता है जहाँ पे आपको 50% मार्क्स मिल जाते हैं, बाकी सारे क्वेश्चंस डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चंस होते हैं. This is how you have to prepare the audit. And in case you have any doubt relating to the planning, and if you are feeling stuck like how to prepare audit, how to approach audit, or if you want some test series of any of the subject, then please do let me know in the comment box. I would be more than happy to help you out. So please don't waste time on the social media and just focus on your studies for these 10-12 days and you will get through it. So all the very best to each and every student who is studying hard, who is preparing, and who is not leaving any stone unturned. So all the very best to you. We are with you. And please support and subscribe my channel if you are liking my videos. So please share it with your friends and please do let me in the comment box in case you like my video. Thank you.